I do think that talking about Phoebe's arc will be the best place to start, as she is by default the main character. She's also given the most interesting arc in the whole film. I really enjoyed how we focused in on what it's like to be benched. This led into Phoebe befriending a ghost. The whole ghost making friends with a Ghostbuster is a brand new concept which hasn't been explored before and makes thematic sense, unlike some of the other elements which we'll talk about soon. There was another thing they did with Phoebe where she could transform into a ghost body. This ultimately led into our introduction to Garaka, our awesome looking villain who should have been given way more screen time. In the mixed section, I have the return of legacy characters. I think some of them work quite well, especially when they were directly linked with the main plot line. But unfortunately, Annie Potts and Bill Murray were given very clunky and awkward dialogue, as well as having so few scenes where it was like, do they need to be in this film? I'm a big Kumail fan. He played my favourite character in Eternals, but there was zero reason for him to be included in the movie. With an already stacked roster of 10 Ghostbusters in total, there wasn't any room for a fire-powered superhuman. Don't get me wrong, I laughed at a lot of his humour, but from a story and franchise standpoint, it just felt wrong to introduce someone with powers when nobody else on the team has any enhanced abilities. My experience on Ghostbusters Frozen Empire as a whole was very positive, but like with most films, there's some questionable creative choices made which might go south very quickly in future installments.